Today, we're adding a Pro Bowler to our team until we go 20-0. Starting with the lowest rated team in Madden 25, the New York Giants. And man, this roster is terrible. Season number 1, attempt number 1. I doubt we even get to the playoffs, to be honest. It's worse than I thought. We went 2-15, dude. Considering no team has ever gone undefeated, this might be our hardest challenge yet. But thankfully, we get to add any of the quarterbacks from last year's Pro Bowl team. Meaning we can get Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Gardner Minshew apparently, CJ Stroud, Patrick Mahomes, Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts. Matt, wow, there's a lot of Pro Bowl quarterbacks. I'm sure you've already guessed it. We're taking Patrick Mahomes and making him a New York Giant. It brings us up to an 80 overall, but I don't think even Mahomes can turn this team around. First matchup is against the Vikings. Let's sim through this one and see if they can at least win one game this year. And maybe their first game. Can we have any success? We're 1-0, baby. Come on. I have a good feeling if we can beat the Vikings, we can definitely beat the Commanders. Come on, show me a W. 2-0. We're 1-1. Well, at our second attempt, we just made it 1 week. In our last attempt, it took us 9 seasons to complete this. So I want to see if adding a Pro Bowler is better than just adding a superstar. And if we fail, I'm going to buy a Daniel Jones jersey, a player who might not even be on the Giants for that much longer, and wear it in a future video. That is not something I want to spend my hard-earned money on. For our next Pro Bowler to add, we've got a bunch of boxes here, and this is going to determine which position we're allowed to steal. So I'm going to go for box number 9. It feels lucky. And we got a wide receiver. I love that to pair it with Malik Neighbors. So we could take CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I got to go with the man himself in the 99 club. We're taking Tyreek Hill, baby. This brings us to an 82 overall, but despite adding 2 great players, we've got a lot of holes to fill still on this team. Gotta start it off hot, gotta go 1-0. That's the first test. The Vikings aren't a bad team, and we already lost. What the heck, man? We lost 28-45, and we had 300 passing yards, but our defense couldn't stop anything from the Vikings. And Tyreek Hill didn't even go for 100 yards. I need to see better. For our next position, let's go with box number 2, which is going to be an outside linebacker. That's good. We definitely needed some defensive help. It's basically between Micah Parsons, TJ Watt, and Khalil Mack. Micah Parsons is a 98 overall young stud. That was kind of a sus statement. And TJ Watt's one lower at a 97 overall. We're going to go with Micah Parsons, who's now a New York Giant. I bet Cowboy fans never thought they'd see the day. And after starting 4-0, vibes were high, but I knew we had a long way to go. Now we got Seahawks, Bengals, Eagles, and Steelers. Let's sim to midseason and see how we match up against those opponents. 7-0 in Season 4. I told you this could be the one. Another tough game against the Steelers here. Can we go 8-0 this season? That is the question. We are 7-1. We lost to the Steelers. It was a close game, but we lost by 5. And the next couple games are pretty easy. So if we can get past the Steelers, we're in good shape. The next position up for us to steal, I'm going to go with box number 5. It's going to be a halfback. Okay. We can get Christian McCaffrey, Kyron Williams, Raheem Mostert, Derrick Henry, James Cook, Jahmyr Gibbs, or DeAndre Swift. It's obvious who I'm going with. We're taking CMC. Despite being at 85 overall and our offense looking great, our O-line is still not great, and the defense still needs a lot of help, especially on the DBs. I'm going to sim straight to midseason because I feel confident in this team. We can start the season off at least 7-0, right? We did that last year. Our team's gotten better. There's no reason we should drop a game. How on earth are we 5-2? I bet you $20 we lost to the Cowboys. Oh, I called it. We lost by 4 points. Gosh, this is crushing, man. This needs to be a defensive position. It preferably should be a cornerback. That's what we're in desperate need of. Box number 11, it's a tight end, which we do need. But at the same time, I've got a great offense. We can get George Kittle, Travis Kelce, Sam Laporta, Njoku, Ferguson, or Evan Ingram. I'm going to keep going with the highest overall players. We're going to add Travis Kelce. Look at the top 5 for this team now, bro. I mean, come on. Season 6, baby. This is the year. This is the roster. Our offense is crazy. Our team is an 86 overall with an 89 offense. Come on, we have to at least make it to the playoffs, right? How are we 5-2 again, man? How? Like, if we can beat the Cowboys, why can't we beat the Seahawks, dude? If we fall to 10 seasons, I don't want to buy a Daniel Jones jersey. We've drawn a lot of offense here. I need defense. Please, box number 13. It's going to be a middle linebacker. That should be a help for us. Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, Demario Davis, Patrick Queen, and Bobby Wagner. To me, this is really between Roquan and Fred Warner, and I'm going to go with Fred Warner. This is it, baby. This has got to be the year. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. If we can go 8-0, I'm pretty positive we can go 10-0 because the opponents after that are not that difficult. So please show me 8-0. Then we got the Commanders, and then we got the Panthers. And we are currently 10-0. The only issue is now we've got to play the Cowboys again. We've got to play the Ravens, and we've lost to the Eagles in past sims. So those are 3 tough games. Starting with the 3-7 Bucks, this has got to be a win, right? There's absolutely no way we lose this game. Come on, Madden, don't let me down. And we are 11-0. I'll be honest, this is the game I was dreading. The Cowboys on the road at AT&T Stadium. If we can get past this game, we've got a chance. A real shot for the rest of this season, but I don't know how this is going to go. Holy crap! We beat them in a tight match, 41-35. After simming to week 18, we finished with 1 loss, and it didn't come until the last week of the season against the Eagles. We lost by 3. I am dead inside. Please give me a cornerback or a safety. Those are the 2 positions we desperately need. Lucky box number 15, baby. Come on, we got a corner. Deron Bland, Sauce Gardner, Jalen Johnson, Pat Surtain, Devon Witherspoon, Charvarius Ward, Denzel Ward, Jalen Ramsey, and Darius Slay. Sauce Gardner is the highest rated of them all. He's going to be the player that we're adding to this New York Giants secondary. Is Brian Dable the problem? Is he the issue with this team not going 17-0? We're simming straight to midseason. This should not be an issue unless Brian Dable screws this up, in which case we may need to make a coaching change. But I want to start seeing utter domination from these guys. We have to crush every opponent we play. We lost the first week against the Vikings by 7. Oh my gosh. I really think the only thing we drastically need is a safety. So I'm going to go for lucky number 3, and it's going to give us a defensive tackle. We got Sexy Dexy. I don't know if this helps us. We're going to be going with Chris Jones and stealing yet another Chiefs player. It's hard to see really how this defense gets much better besides safety help. But in our 9th season, this is our last attempt before I have to buy a freaking Daniel Jones jersey, man. Oh, and I haven't mentioned, it's got to be the throwback jerseys. They're so ugly. We're simming right to the playoffs. I gotta have faith in this team. I gotta have confidence in this team. As you can see, there's a reason this has never been done in the NFL. No! Who did we lose to? The freaking Cowboys! In week 4, man.
I can't believe I'm about to spend my hard-earned money on this jersey.
But I wasn't done yet because I wanted to see how many seasons this would actually take. So in seasons 10, 11, and 12, we added Jalen Ramsey, Myles Garrett, and Zach Martin, and the best record we had was still 16-1. And I'm starting to think the game does not make this possible. They made us lose in the last week again, dude. So then after adding CeeDee Lamb, Frank Ragnow, Penei Sewell, Jesse Bates, and Budda Baker in 17 seasons, the only team we lost to was the Carolina Panthers. We've now opened all of the 15 boxes we had, but I wasn't done yet. I feel like it's legitimately impossible to do. I mean, we're literally a 97 overall. This literally has to be it. Number 17, which is ridiculous that I've done this 17 times. And we went 15-2. I think there's something in the sim engine that does not let you go 17-0. But I have one idea left to try. We have now fired Brian Dable and hired a brand new coach. And I went through and made every single player on this team a 99 overall in every single category. Final shot. Regular season sim. Subscribe if you haven't. We did this last year. We did it in 9 attempts. And this year we made a better team. And we're on attempt 18. Holy smokes, it is finally possible. To prove there's no force wins or anything like that, we won every single game. Since this is our final experiment, I'm just going to sim to the Super Bowl. We're not even going to dive into the games. I just want to see if we're able to win this. The Daniel Jones jersey has already been ordered, and you'll see that in a future video. And just like that, I suppose it is possible. If you like this video, I added a superstar until I went 20-0. Go ahead and give that one a watch. Let me know what you think.